Hello people of the world, and welcome back to my channel. And now you can see me in my complete and ugly glory. Today is gonna be a really casual video because today is like a reading vlog, and it's my first reading vlog, so I'm super excited for it. I have challenged myself to read this book. It's Hunted by the Sky by Tanaz Bhatena. I've challenged myself to finish this book in one day, which so far has been really difficult for me to do because I'm super slow. Like, my speed is really slow. Anyone who has been following me on Instagram knows that I have been reading this book, and it's been super hyped by a lot of my friends. I know that Fana really likes it. I know that Krisha was the one who, as usual, she is like my book recommendation goddess, and she was the one who told me to pre-order this book, and it was available for pre-order, so I did. And look at how pretty the cover is. So like, it's matte, and like, look at how pretty it is. This is like, I loved it. I loved the cover so much. It's a fantasy which is set, oh look, say hi to my pimple, guys. Like Piper, I'm gonna call it Bob. If you know, you know. If you're looking for like an Indian fantasy read, a lot of my friends recommend this, and let's see if by the end of this video I recommend it. So yeah, let's find out. As you can see, I really don't know what I'm gonna do in this reading vlog. I've never done this before. It's exciting. Let's see if it's fun. The story follows a girl named Gul, and her parents were killed, and she basically has a star-shaped like birthmark on her arm. There's apparently some prophecy, and according to the prophecy, the person with like the girls who can perform magic and who have this birthmark, the king wants to kill them because they are a danger to his reign. So her parents are killed, and now she has been recruited by this rebel group known as Sisters of the Golden Lotus, I think. Yeah, Sisters of the Golden Lotus, and they train her to become a warrior, and that's what the story is following. There's this other character named, I think you pronounce it as Kavas. So there's Kavas as well. So let's see how this book is. I have read a little bit. I've read, I think, till chapter 6 last night. Or was it chapter 5? I'm not sure. I think I read till chapter 5. And I'm going to read a bit more right now. And hopefully if yeah, I think I read till chapter 5. Anyway. So I'm going to start from chapter 6 right now. I'm going to see how much I can do. It is 2:37 right now. Let's see how much I can get done in 1 hour. There's actually a little life update. As you guys know, I am a partner at Qamar blog tours, which was originally founded by Seham. I'm gonna link Seham's Twitter handle and her blog down below. It's basically a blog tour company which focuses on promoting Muslim books and books written by Muslim authors. The fun stuff is that we have some Qamar stuff coming up, and I'm gonna be working on it today. Let's see if I can like give you guys a little sneak peek as I work on that. So I'm super excited. I'm actually gonna link our newsletter, so if you want to sign up, everybody is free to sign up, and we prioritize Muslim bloggers and Muslim booktubers, but everybody's free to sign up because at the end of the day we want the books to get like a lot of promotion. So you can sign up for our newsletter and you can get our invitations directly in your inbox. So what are you waiting for? Anyway, so let's get started with this book. I really want to talk about more like inclusive reading on my channel, because I think that a lot of my friends who don't usually read like books from other countries, I get it that perhaps you haven't really been exposed to it so much, but that's what I want to do. I want to talk about books that have the potential to be, if not a favorite, then like definitely a one-time or a two-time read for you guys, and basically just give it the push that these books deserve, because I really think that unless you don't try it, you won't know. I've been talking for 7-8 minutes. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm starting chapter 6. It's 2:40 right now. I'm gonna stop at 3:40. Yeah, 3:40, and let's see how far I've reached.
And now you can see me reading, and I'm trying not to be as awkward as I really was in front of a camera, because I've never really read in front of a camera before. But in a few moments you're gonna see me check my phone, because Twitter is gonna be the end of my TBR.
Hey guys, and welcome to my kitchen. It's been okay, I'm taking out like some lunch and food, and I'm going to talk to you while I do that. It has been more than 1 hour, and I still haven't read much, and for that I will blame Twitter and not myself. Oh, what do I eat? Yeah, so I am a couple, 4 chapters in. Like, I've read 4 chapters in this time, which is not too much, I know, but as I said, I'm a really slow reader, but I hope to do a bit more today. And this is just like awkward angles all the way through. I've forgotten to check how many pages, what percentage of the book I'm in right now, so I'm not sure, but from what I can tell, I don't know, this book didn't really have like a very obvious inciting incident. Her parents have been murdered, and they're basically murdered in the first few pages, and it's written in the blurb, so I'm not really spoiling anything for you guys. And now you can probably hear the fan, so the sound quality is gonna get worse, but okay, more lighting, yes. I do think that the world that it has built is a lot of fun, and the writing is also pretty great. Like, I have a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun as I'm reading, and even for my slow pace, like, I'm going through the book pretty fast, so it is pretty well paced in general. I really like the main character of Gul so far, so I'm very interested in knowing like what she's up to next. Again, like, I'm not too deep into the story. I don't know if I can finish it by tonight, but I really want to, so I'm gonna eat something right now. Maybe I'm gonna work on the Qamar stuff that I'm supposed to do, so yeah, let's see.
This is a little sister appreciation post because she made pancakes for me and my video. Look at that, it looks so good in 3, 2, 1. Oh, it looks so great. I love her.
Hey guys, so welcome to my terrace. I have no idea how this is gonna work. I don't usually come upstairs for fresh air, but I wanted to show you guys that I do because today, like, the breeze is really nice. I'm currently on page 100 of the book. There are a lot of things that I have liked so far, and I just, like, right now I finished reading a training scene, which was super exciting. I love training scenes, but I'm also like unsure about them most of the time because sometimes they're just not done well. Like, a person goes from stage A to stage Z really quickly. Oh, it's so good. So I'm going to spend some time reading here upstairs. The sun has almost set, but let's see how much reading I can get done until it gets dark.
Now that I think about it, I wonder what my neighbors thought of this. Like, one girl, very randomly, they hardly ever see me because I just stay in my one room the entire day, and that one girl all of a sudden has come upstairs with a book in her hand, all alone, sits in the middle of the terrace and reads for half an hour straight. Now that I think about it, it just strikes me as really funny. Also, you're gonna find out later that I really enjoyed this book. Man, I loved it.
Okay, so I'm gonna start, I think, part 3 of the book, and before that I thought like I would get a few thoughts out of the way and let you guys know. It's a floppy paperback, so I really love floppy paperbacks. I love hardbacks, but here's the thing, I can't afford them, and the best thing next to hardbacks for me are floppy paperbacks, because also, like, the book is really pretty. Like, as I've told you, the cover is amazing, the back is beautiful, and like the chapters, they start like this, so it's really gorgeous. I forgot where exactly I am. I think I'm starting part 3. So far, there are a couple of things that I really like. I really like the politics and the world building and the lore. These 3 things are basically the reason why I like fantasy a lot, especially like political fantasies. And this one is good because like the way the world has been written and the way like there are different kingdoms and there are different parts of this like world, and every single part seems to have its own history and its rulers and the politics that is involved, because like there's this part in which there's one place which has like internal corruption because of which it goes through an economic crisis, and I think that's brilliant. I think that's really good world building, because like for a book which is fairly thin, to fit in a rich world which feels very lived in is not just, it's important in any fantasy, especially like the higher you go up on the scale, the more important it gets, and it's difficult to fit into a thin book. I'm still in the middle of like Gul's training, so I'm enjoying her training because it did not feel like she just jumped from level 1 to level 100. She's going through the steps, and I really appreciate it. The romance I'm not very sure of, because there seems to be a romance, but the love interests have only met once, and they kind of, there's an instant attraction. It's not insta love, it is instant attraction. I'm not a big fan of either. I'm not a big fan of instant attraction or insta love, but I can give it a pass. But like, these two guys think a lot about each other. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just me, like I don't relate. I don't know whether it's good or bad, but I just don't relate. Coming to the magic system, this is a soft magic system, so if you're going in expecting like very structured magic, you're gonna be disappointed, because this book does not offer that. It has like a very vague, very mysterious magic system, and for the most part it serves its purpose. It's fun, it's fine. Initially I think the pace is kind of slow, that's what I'm getting from it, but like the material itself is pretty interesting. As I said, as a fantasy, it's working pretty well. Hey guys, so today's the next day, and I know that I had intended on reading this book yesterday, but I clearly did not. But it's okay, today's a new day, and it is another day for me to disappoint myself, because it is already night and I haven't finished this book. I'm on page 155, which is like, I don't think it's even 50% into the book, but in my defense, a lot of things have been happening. As I told you, I've been working on something for Qamar blog tours, and I got accepted into the We Free the Stars street team, and then within 20 minutes of that, I got accepted for an arc of These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong, and I mean, for 1 hour after that, I could not read anything, I couldn't do anything, and I'm gonna have to move for this, but yeah. Poppy War. My Poppy War copy arrived today, and I'm gonna read this in September. There is a Poppy War readathon that's happening, organized by Nandini and Krisha, so I'm pretty excited for that. So yeah, talking about this book, right now I thought I'm gonna like record something, because the book is finally picking up its pace, and the starting was a bit slow paced, as I already told you, but I understand why the author did that, because it's basically set up, and it's very difficult to go on with the story without like actually getting to know the characters. So it was slow paced. I won't say that it was difficult to get through, but it was like, okay, when is the action gonna start? And now the action is starting. I read this one part, which is actually really funny, and the two main characters they've gotten together and they're up to some shit right now, and I like the chemistry that they share. Again, as I said, I don't really relate, but I like it. It's fine. Hey guys, so it's currently 2:30 a.m. and of day 2, and I am on page 191, and I'm clearly not finishing this book today, but I thought I'd give you guys a little update. So there's something that happened twice in the book now, that characters are giving clumsy exposition. So it happened the first time, and I decided to sort of give it the benefit of doubt, and then it happened twice. Now, is it ruining the experience for me? Not really, but it's something that it just happened on page 191, and I thought that I would update you guys a little bit. So it just took me out of the experience for a little bit, because I went like, you weren't even asked this. Why are you giving us the exact information that the main character needs without her even asking you, when she's just like eavesdropping? That bothered me. And maybe I'm being too nitpicky, but I thought I'd just let you guys know. But overall, like, I'm having a lot of fun. The pacing is pretty good, and the action, like, I'm bang in the middle of the book, so I'm more than in the middle. I'm probably more than 50%. Hey guys, so I wanted to film an update when I still have some daylight. I did get some reading done since morning, but not much. It's funny because it's day 3 of reading this book, and I've still got this much left. I'm so disappointed with myself, but I'm actually really liking the book right now. I love the pacing. I love what's happening. It's just like after 30%, this book really picks up, and how. I'm gonna do a little like filming of showing myself reading
And now you guys see me in my natural habitat. This is how I stay at home all day, every day. And slowly you're gonna see me react to certain plot twists. And that is my reaction, guys. Yeah, shit happened. Shit happened.
Okay, I had to film an update here because like there was a plot twist right now, more like a reveal, and I'm actually very disappointed with myself because I spot reveals from a mile away, but for some reason there were two reveals in this book about the same character. One was before, which I read last night, and it was spooky as hell, and I loved it. And one reveal I just read, and now that I think about it, I should have guessed them, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people will guess them, but for some reason I just did not. So what is wrong with me? But yeah, I'm very excited to read on.
Now that I think about it, it's kind of cool how I can sit in one position for such a long period of time. Like, this is a time lapse, so you can't tell. But I sat like this for hours. Hours.
Hey guys, it's me again, and I wanted to give you guys an update before I start doing some other work. I am on page 300, which means that I have around this much left. I have to sleep early because tomorrow I have one live stream at 7:30 a.m. over on Eric's channel, which is a Disney trivia live stream, and then tomorrow I'm also supposed to film a review with Vishaka and hopefully also Anandi. She hasn't confirmed yet, but she's also invited. Let's see what happens. And I'm working on something for Qamar blog tours right now, so I thought I would just like have you guys around while I do it.
So in this clip, I basically expose myself. Look at how I work. And I'm gonna pick it up. Yep, I did it. I did it. I did it. And then it's just me looking at my phone and laughing. And yeah, that's how I work. Yep, it's mostly Twitter.
Hey guys, so I thought I'd show you what I'm working on right now. Just a second. By the time I post this video, like, you already know what I'm working on, so I'm just gonna show you what there is. Ta-da! Okay, so this is our blog banner, and it's so pretty. I love it. Then you go down, that's our menu. You have home. I'm just gonna give you like a quick tour. So about the company, about the creators, book a tour with us. There's about us, which goes to about the company and about the creators. Then we have tours, which is blank right now. We do have a tour coming up in September for Crowning Soul. Then we have become a host, work with us. We have the privacy. When you click on work with us, you go to our general policy, and then we have the privacy policy. Book a tour with us, testimonials, which is also blank. Click on become a host, and ta-da, this is what happens. You can click here to become a host, and you're encouraged to read our policies. And as I said before, even if you are not a Muslim blogger, you are still welcome to sort of be on our team. So yeah, that is what I've been working on, and it looks amazing and I love it. And I hope that there wasn't any typo over here, because that's just gonna be embarrassing. Hey guys, so it's super early in the morning. Not that early, it's like 9:30, but I usually don't wake up at this time. But we just did a Disney live stream over at Eric's channel, so I was up for that. It was at 7:30 my time, so that sucked. So now I'm gonna grab myself some breakfast, and then I'm gonna read the next 60 pages, not chapters, of Haunted by the Sky, and hopefully I will finish it today. I'm really sleepy, but yeah, I'm also very excited because the book has become really interesting at this point. So yeah, I'm very excited. Okay, so this is gonna be my final. I'm gonna take this out. This is gonna be my final update and my final thoughts on the book. I just finished reading it, and I absolutely loved it. This book is that it's based in medieval India, and I know that a lot of people, I know that Indian readers are definitely going to like read this book at some point or the other, but other people should read this book as well, because it's generally a good fantasy. Is it the best that I've read? No. It's gonna get like a 4 or a 4.5 stars from me. The strong aspect was the plot, the pacing of the 70-second 70%. The stakes were really high. Just the plot conflict in general was pretty good. The characterizations were pretty good and the reveals were pretty good. And like the world building was amazing and the politics was again really good. Like world building and politics I think were the best parts of the book, and I personally really loved it. I judge world building and politics like a bit harshly. Like if a book doesn't have it properly, I'm gonna be like, I'm not happy. The weakest point of this book for me was the romance, and I won't say that the romance ruined the book for me towards the end. I definitely did end up rooting for the people, like the two people, but they did have chemistry, but the chemistry came after the romance had been established, so that was a bit weird for me. As I said, I just did not relate to the romance, and it just like it was there for the heck of being there when it had every potential to be built up better. This book definitely ends on like a note of anticipation, so there is gonna be a sequel, and hell, I'm gonna read it, because overall I really think that this book should be on your TBR pile even if you're not Indian, because why wouldn't you read a good fantasy which is young adult? If you're a fantasy reader and lover, you should definitely give it a read. This was a 4/4.5 stars out of 5 for me. So yeah, I don't usually give like book star ratings, but I thought that since like I'm vlogging it and my thoughts real time, I'm just gonna let you guys know. So anyway, thanks for watching my video. If you liked it, give it a like, make sure that you hit subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you've read this book, and if you plan on picking it up. I would definitely recommend it to you because I personally had a lot of fun. I know that I was supposed to read this book in one day, and now it's been 4 days. Bye.